for example, the mutilation of young girls sexually should not be something that is allowed here in America, but it is a religious principle in part of Islam. You cannot allow that, and so there are things that, as a Christian culture, meaning a base foundational culture, which is where we build our laws, where we get our morality, there are things that you cannot accept. Our founding fathers did not ever imagine us to have no moral code. They did not imagine us to have a moral code that went against our liberty, went against the life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They did not imagine a world that we would just allow any idea and anything to grow and proliferate. There has to be standards. We started to abandon those Christian standards here in America over the last several decades and go in favor of a secular humanism that's still a religious ideology. And with that, you have the collapse of society.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
I lost you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was talking to you.
Renaldo, you're muted.
Yes. Do you have a follow-up question to that, Ricardo? Because I do have a follow-up question because you talk about the founding principle of America. Okay, and there has always been a drive in terms of separating state and church. How is it that there is a separation between state and church, but it seems as if your organization and yourself is focused on utilizing the religion as a way back, but yet still within the politics, within the foundation, there is a separation of state and church. How do you speak to that?
Yeah, so that does not appear in our founding documents.
Muslims will disagree with you that their religion is about the mutilization of girls. Of course, I'm in Philadelphia, and there are a lot of Muslims here, and I don't think that is something that they promote. Maybe the radicalist Muslims or the most what I've said is that people have taken the most radical aspect of something when they want to push back against it. But and then again, I think it is unfair to say that to have no faith is to not have a moral code. There are those who would argue against that. So how do you speak to all of this?
Well,